Corey, the 95-mile-an-hour fastball off of Peralta, he'd been throwing you the heater in that at-bat. Are you just kind of waiting to see, sitting on anything there in particular?
No, just trying to battle, put a good swing on the ball. Fortunate enough, you kind of hit it out of the ballpark and give us an extra run going into the later parts of the inning. So that was a big help.
How nice is it to be able to have a pitching staff, top to bottom, that you guys talk about, the tandem between Clayton and Walker, but also for the bullpen to come out tonight and do what it did to keep this game close?
Yeah, our pitching staff tonight was really good. Walker threw great. He makes one bad pitch, and that game's completely different if he doesn't. Julio came in right after him, and same thing. Attacked people, got in the zone, got outs, soft contact, and then training and Kenley coming in and shutting the door. It's a huge effort from our pitching staff, and that's what you need going forward.
Corey, we often talk about the 1-2 punch with Walker and Clayton, or Clayton and Walker. It's interchangeable. But what about the 1-2 punch between Mookie and yourself? With Mookie at the top of the lineup, you in the 2-hole, you're going to see good pitches to hit, and knowing that really you have a lineup up and down that is going to protect each one of you. Yeah,
like you said, the lineup's deep. It's not just us. There's guys all the way through that lineup that can do damage. They take good at-bats. They take their walks. We take our hits. The first inning was a huge inning for us. As you saw, we took our walks. You scratch some runs, and in the second inning you hit back-to-back doubles, and that's how you win a lot of games.
I'm not certain that people thought it was going to be as close as it was with the Brewers, with their injuries and trying to scratch and claw to get into the postseason. How huge was Game 1 in this 3-game series when really anybody can win it?
Yeah, they're a tough team. Really good bullpen. They got good players, good position players that take good at-bats. This isn't anything to be light. The playoffs in general are nothing to take lightly. It doesn't matter who it is. You got to go out there and you got to play good baseball.
Thank you, Corey.
Next question is from Hardy Castillo. Go ahead.
Or this game feel any differently than the regular season? Just, given the atmosphere is very unusual.
A little. Obviously, it's a postseason game. It matters more. So there's definitely a little more adrenaline. This was the first time in a while that it was definitely weird not having fans. So a little tougher on that in the beginning to kind of relock it in, refocus, and kind of go about your business. So it was definitely a little different, but it's what we're doing and what you have to do.
And against Seager, are you guys expecting him to try to nibble around the corners with you guys and just waiting him out?
Not really. Going into the game, I don't even think he had walked a lefty all year. So we were going in with the game plan of getting a pitch early, put good swings on balls, and you adjust it, take your walks, get your runs any way you can.
Thank you.
Next question is from Bill Plunkett. Go ahead.
Corey, you mentioned their bullpen. How do you game plan and prepare for a group as good as that when you haven't seen most of them?
Yeah, it's been weird. We haven't played this team at all. So you do your best you can to kind of watch film, pick up on tendencies, but it's a lot of talking to players who'd face those guys, talking to the guys throughout the game, seeing how the ball's playing, stuff like that. So it was definitely a challenge for sure.
In that first inning with Seager, was he missing by a lot?
Not really. I think we were taking pitches we needed to, getting in good counts, and then, really trying to get a good pitch to swing and not expanding the strike zone because we were ahead, So that definitely played in our favor.
Thanks, Corey.
Yep.
Next question is from Roman Kelvner. Go ahead.
Hey, Corey, you talked about not seeing this team this year. Does that help to get to the bullpen early, to be able to see those relief arms for an inning or two and to see all those guys early in the series?
Yeah, definitely. The more you can see a guy, the better you're gonna be. Kind of seeing every pitch, seeing sequences, all that stuff. It definitely helps.
We got time for one more. Go ahead, Pedro.
Hey, Corey, a few of the very talented hitters in your guys' deep lineup that you referenced still haven't quite found it consistently this season. Until they do, how much do you think you and Mookie can hoist up the rest of the group in this postseason with you guys both, in form?
The postseason's different. You don't have to have it every night. A walk's just as good as a hit sometimes. Like you showed in the first inning, we had 3-4 walks. I don't remember what it was, and you score 2 runs. So you don't always need to be locked in and have to have the big hit to score runs. It's moving the lineup and getting to people and just trying to score any way you can.
Thanks.